Welcome to Craft Art Collectibles YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to continue working on the Reed Spring Grist Watermill. I got my paints mixed up, so let's get started. I think this is episode number 31. Alright, look at all this. Look at the mailbox card. Can't see nothing. There's a pond right there. Huge rocks in front of it. Them needed to go up. Wasn't expecting this. So yeah, I did the intro, went over to go paint, got sidetracked, went upstairs, took a nap, woke up, found this. I'm going down to paint. See you in a minute. Alright, I got my paints mixed up. We're going to go live with Facebook on another camera. So let me get that started and I'll sit down and start doing some detail work on the wheel. Alright, we'll see who shows up. We type in a little message. Let me pull my seat in here. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me type a message in here. Oh, stretch my arms a little bit. All right. Let me go up here and I'm on live now. Come join. And any of you that are on YouTube that aren't on Facebook, join me on Facebook. And then you can join in and talk about whatever, ask questions, whatever. All right. Well, hold on a second. The wife's actually upstairs. All right, let's see here. Now, I'm not sure how to watch live. It should be maybe my page. I'm live now, though. All right. I actually have my paints ready to go. I'm just going to do a little detail work. All right. So again, that's all the color I got. All I have is yellow ochre and ivory black. I'm going to come in here and just clean some of this stuff up. I'm gonna bring these up a little bit higher. These little pegs here. Try to get them all consistent all the way down. A little bit of this yellow here. All right. The wife's back. Actually, earlier I was showing Sarah how to do some embroidery. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Just brought me some coffee. No, thank you. That and a blueberry. All right. And we'll fade these out back here a little bit here. There's gonna be grass and, or some greenery going on back here anyway. But let me wipe my brush off here. I'm going to put in a little bit of dark brown directly underneath this. Not as dark as I want, so let's dip it in that black. How's that look?
Good. Highlight.
Actually gotta bring this out a little bit brighter. Right here, the end. Shoot. Went a little too far right there. Although, you know what? Let me pull that up, because if I remember right, there's a bar. There's a wooden post that comes across there. Yes, there is. There's a couple bars I actually come across there. Okay. So that actually comes down a little bit further. Just doing the detail work here. But like I said, that's right. I still gotta. And something that I do use to take off little mistakes is not readily available for me right now. So all I'm gonna do is I just put a little bit of thinner on here. I want to take just a hair of that off there. No big deal. Just bring it around it or something here. Something like that. Bring that back in. I got the whispers behind me. Alright. You believe there's a bar that comes straight across the top over here. Right there. I'm going to bring in this. Raise that up just a hair. Now, there's another bar that comes across here. I'm going to go ahead and do this side first. Just to bring a little brightness to it. Now, I don't have very much paint on this. Canvas, or my little glass, whatever you call it. My palette. All right. There's something like that. And I got another little bar that goes across back there. So let's get another little touch black. Just a little touch. And it comes across about right here. About right there. Now there's another little line. Looks like another bar that goes across right there. Right underneath. Actually, this bar comes across right there. Like you're gonna see that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to get that too dark. But I do want to get the sides a little more depth. And to do that, I'm just touching, barely getting into the darker tan color. If I can get it. I want to give the impression that the side of the board there's a little piece of that sideboard there showing. Gotta get that right consistency. Something like that. Something like that. And put little dark spots down here. You guys gotta let me know if that thing shuts off, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Step back, take a look. That's right. I got this hole in the center here to do. I gotta make it look, or the middle of the wheel. It goes something like that. The only thing is, it graduates off. So what I'm gonna do is blend this up the actual wheels here. I think that one needs a little more color to it. Give these just a little bit more feel to them here. You guys gotta let me know how it looks.
Looks good.
Actually, I was talking to the crowd, but thank you. Now that does shine on the edge a little bit right there. Let me just bring in a little bit more color to that. Something like that. Yeah. All right. Could add just a touch of some bright white. Something not bright white, but kind of striking right there. along with this side over here. You can really see it. I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. You can't see it very much, but that definitely make it look good. All right, let me take a look. We got here. It's kind of hard to see back there, isn't it? Go ahead and bring it up a little closer. All right, that's better. All right, now let's see here. Kind of at a decision-making time because I could go several different ways, but what I really want to do is work on that roof, the roof. So there's not a whole lot to do on the roof, but it's nitpicky. Oh, you know what? I see a bar that I need to put on. It's at the very top up there. That's right. I did want to do some green work right through there and clean up that rail at the bottom. I wanted to clean this rail up here, right through here. And then there's a rail that goes across the top right here. All right, so on the roof, and I'll bring you guys in a little closer here. There's actually moss and stuff on top of it. There's some leaves on there, and I want to get some of this a little bit more consistent across there. I know there's variation in slate tiles, and I do believe that's what those are, slate. I could be wrong. Could be cedar. Give me a drink of coffee here. Mm-hmm. Oh. All right. I'm going to have to point this out to one of my friends on Facebook. She was talking to me about this guy that did this artwork with trash bags, or recycled plastic. I put that together. It wasn't quite what she was talking about. Don't laugh at me too hard. That was just a quick throw together with some trash or some bags. I figured out what she was talking about. This guy buys rolls of, I guess, recycled plastic, but it's more on the lines of art plastic, which costs an arm and a leg. So who knows? Probably costs more to, recycle the recycles, than it should. Uh-oh. You want to go outside? Yeah. Are you feeling left out? Are you feeling unattended? Do you need some help? Would you like to be thrown in the snow? He's like, nope, I'm not saying a word. I'm being quiet. Oh, crazy cats. Ugh. All right, so let me go ahead and I almost need to break down the paint. But let me go ahead and grab some things. what do I want to do first? Let's go ahead and do this rail across here. Something like that. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and clean my little brush out, set it off to the side. I'm gonna clean up some of my stuff here real quick. Where's my blade at? Thank you. I'm just gonna push some of this paint off the side for a minute. I've almost used this up to a point where you can't, there's almost nothing there. There is nothing there. It's all on the end of the scraper here. So yeah, I like that scraper deal I made up. Real thin, easy to use. I got some real nice different kinds of wood to make a new one with. So right now, I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm just basically making a clearing on my piece of glass here. My glass palette. And again, I use this. It's light. I got carpal tunnel to include some arthritis like you guys wouldn't believe. This thumb and this finger here. You don't want none of that if you don't already have it. All right, so I'll still need some dark up here. So what I'm going to do is grab just a little bit of black and white, make me a grayish color, and it's going to skip a little bit, but I need to do a little bit right through here, and just a little bit right through here, darken my lines up in a few places, and then put some green on there, because there's like moss and stuff growing on it. So let me grab, actually I got a big glob of black into my white, so I'm just going to mix up some. Yeah, I'm really upset about the Hobby Lobby paint shit. Oh my God. That's upsetting. All right. So basically, black and white. I don't know if you can see me stirring this. I need to clean my palette knife here. All right, so I want to go just a little bit darker. Yep. I want to go a little darker. So I am just going to steal this black off the side over here. There's not much there. It was actually for doing part of the wheel. I didn't put much out there, but I think. Now I got a stone back here, a sharpening stone for knives. I'm gonna put this on a sharpening stone. This is the main one I use almost all the time. I have a set of them. That right there, little bitty tiny one. I think this is the smallest one in the bunch. Sad thing is, I can make these. We have to do a video on that. I made this copper pot for doing electrical crap. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I'll show you. Let me go grab it. I got my paint mixed up now. Copper pot, if you don't know what one is just a something that holds copper. Solder pot. All right, it's a solder pot. I'm sorry, I keep calling it a copper pot. All right, you see that? Now that's just basically an old toilet bowl bolt. Couple of copper fittings and an end cap. The end cap just sits down inside there. The end cap just sits down inside there. Right? Just sits down inside there. Now I just made this thing up. It actually smokes pretty good. So I got to figure out what's wrong. But it let me solder the ends of my wires so I could put them together. I cut that off. Now the torch I got, just regular torch. Actually, this copper will melt with a lighter. And it sets just like this on the table right next to it. Heats it up. You dip your wires in it and it pre-coats them. That's it. I watched a video, and I do a lot of electronics. I always had problems with my wires. Never knew why. Then I watched a video. And that's the thing. I'd rather have soldered wires. The connection isn't coming apart. You got to rip it apart. All right, so let's go up here into the roof again. And I'm just gonna kind of we'll see what happens here. Now I don't have to do a whole lot. There's enough. What time am I at, girls?
32:42.
Okay. So yeah, my stuff will shut down at like 52 minutes on the one phone. I'll keep filming on YouTube or on Facebook. If it didn't have a slate roof, it does now. How's that? Now, this actually will be giving depth to the roof tiles themselves, too. I'll come back in with a trickle of black streaking here and there in between the tiles. But actually, moss covers a lot of stuff on this. This will take me a few minutes. So like I said, I got a few more paintings to work on here. The decision is which ones to work on first. I need to break out the wife's painting because I'm almost done with it. Seriously. And it's a huge painting. Maybe we'll break that out here in a little while. I've only showed it on here once. That was in the very first video, I think. Am I right? Unless you can see it in the background in several others. You know what? I am going to get me just a tad bit of black. Because I do want to bring in my black first. I changed my mind. I changed my mind! Let me get a little of that in there. Not a whole lot. Oh no! I only wanted a little bit, and I just flipped it on my new carpet. That's all right. I'm a floor guy. I have the ability. Oh, that sucks, though. All right, girls, do me a favor. Give me a clean napkin. Oh, right there, honey. Just give me that toilet paper right there. Yeah, there you go. Just a little bitty. I'm not even going to show you if you can't see it. I have thinner right here. So what I'm doing is basically putting thinner on the carpet, and I'm squeezing just the general area where it's at, and it's slowly but surely coming out. I need some more toilet paper though. And you don't overload it with thinner. You just put a little bit on there.
Want a piece of this shirt?
And I'll have to do a little work on this. Oh no. If I was going to use a shirt, if you ever use anything other than a cloth, you want to use a clean white shirt. Because you're putting a dyed shirt into thinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's gonna get more.
Yeah, you never want to use. So there's a little spot there. I'll have to work that out. Go throw that. I'm not worried about that being in the trash can. The little amount of thinner that I use will dry up. So I need a little black. Boy, I can't believe I did that. Just a little tiny bit. We're talking about the size of an eraser. Still looks like crap on the carpet though. Oh, I kicked myself in the butt. Now, normally I do have a tarp underneath me, but I haven't made a mess. I'll learn how to keep my stuff clean. Well, I guess not, huh? I'll get me something. All right, so. I just want to give little bitty tiny hints of something being there. And I'm kind of just wiggling it, giving it a little jiggle as I go along. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now what I'll probably do is I'm going to keep painting on this tonight. I used to paint like all night long. I'd wake up, I got a broken back, 4 compression fractures. So I wake up in the middle of the night, can't go back to sleep. When I started painting in the middle of the night, kind of get stuck in a time warp. So yeah. So coming up, I decided that I'm going to be doing a Jim Morrison painting. I've already made that decision. I was looking at them, the different photos and stuff they have out. Trying to talk Tim into coming out and doing a show to show everyone at least these paintings that I do with the pumpkin carve outs are simple to do. They're really good. I mean, you can turn it into a party if you want to. You know, the thing is, you got to use. I use oil. This is oil. Takes a little bit of time to dry. So, this is almost like a 2-day process, at least. Letting the base coat, because the way I do is I put a base coat down, and then I project the picture onto the painting, draw it off, and then paint it in. I just happened to come up with the idea of putting the lights in there from them being a pumpkin carve out. All right. Let's see here. Now, some of these I'll put a little hint to the tile turning too. I don't know if you guys can see that. At least that's what the idea is. The edge of the tile being rounded off. Once I bring in that gray color back in there, it'll look a little better. Be more layered. Yeah, I mean, anybody can do this, really. They can teach monkeys to paint. They can teach a human to paint. Crazy. So what's up with the snow? Jeez. Got some starters already going. I got peppers and tomatoes. Stuff better lighten up. I'd like to see an early season this year. Last year was a late season. Didn't even get any seeds or nothing. Didn't plant nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she
Cats
planted.
messed them all up.
What?
Cats did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Laid on them, ate the tops, dug in the dirt.
Cats love dirt. So there you heard it. We did have a bunch of stuff planted. Alright, let's see what I can do here. So I'm back into this gray here. So there's a lot of variation in these tiles, or whatever they are. Just kind of work my way down the ladder here. Does that look like they're picking up some depth? Ooh. Now what I'm doing now is just basically picking up just a little bitty ball of paint. Coming up here and just starting at the corner and kind of spreading it out. Little tiny ball of paint. Probably no bigger than the tip on a pen. Little bitty ball of paint. For every single one. Well, not every single one. You know, and I'm also, as I'm doing this, I'm leaving some thickness to the paint, and it gives it even that much more depth. All right. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by, and if you finished watching this video, I'd really like to thank you. If you could, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. In this video, I actually got the detail work done on the wheel. To include, I started working the detail work on the roof tiles. I'm going to immediately start right now on the 32nd episode. I'm going to continue painting the tiles, and then I'm going to move to the foundation blocks. Finish that off, and then I'll make a decision on whether I'm going to paint on the water itself coming off the wheel. So stay tuned. Come on back and see me again.